Howdy, y'all. My name is Scott. I'm the author of Rivet Stone, and I may be just some author, but let me tell you, listen, this one, let's just zoom in here real quick. This one's a little bit for me. I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you guys, but you should not be Marvel. All right. Wow, that's so brave. What do you even mean by that, Scott? What I mean is this. It's very easy and very common for us to use a lot of different influences where it comes with our writing, especially with dialogue. And there's a sort of new way of writing for movies, and it's kind of just sort of classified as like Marvel dialogue. This is your kind of quippy one-liners. This is everyone sort of saying the right thing at the right time. And one of the biggest flaws about how these sorts of writing philosophies have developed is that they do a fantastic job of undercutting every possible tension you could conceive. I mean, you could see this in so many different examples, but sort of no matter where within the story, there's always going to be some witty character or some one-liner that they just have to say because this is for children and we can't have a whole dark scene. There has to be a funny raccoon man. Everyone likes Rocket Raccoon, let's be real. And this isn't even irrelevant to Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but they have their sort of IP and this sort of writing philosophy that they've developed and used in a lot of different mediums and different sort of stories, especially with like Star Wars, for example. There's definitely a lot of characters who really want to be the Han Solo type, just like we all want to be, and they write these characters because they're so witty and fun and everyone likes them, and it's like, hey buddy, I know you're supposed to be the funny guy, but this is kind of like a serious scene. Can you just be sad for once? Is this just not an emotion that you have? And it's really easy to kind of take that sort of rubric and then apply it into our own writing, but without being very careful to make sure that it's not just like a room full of comedy relief, in that, especially within a longer medium that is like reading, it takes a lot longer to read than a book than to watch a 2-hour long movie, unless you're really that fast. And I mean, I guess good for you. So if you're following a lot of these sort of trends, right, and you're building up this dramatic scene, and then like literally halfway down the page, it's just immediately getting undercut, you're not letting your readers sort of sit into the moment. You're not letting the sort of tension in the tone of that scene or this climax really hit. And it's fun to kind of add touches of dialogue, and I think it's totally acceptable to add a little bit of humor into particular scenes. But just don't overdo it, and really be critical about where and who is saying those particular lines. But anyway, sorry about that rant. Hopefully that helped. Give me a like, give me a sub, and let's get published.